Tasha, can you do this?
Tasha, can you work? Tasha, can you cut Tasha? Tasha.
Where is the sales report for last month? The client is literally spamming my email right now. Sorry, Miss Umi, the report is delayed because we are completely short-handed right now. Wait, Umi, look at this. It's not just the report. Our tracking system shows our team operation effort dropped by 40% this week.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad HAMIZAN bin SAMAH. My student ID is 2025-482-862.
My name is Muhammad HAZIQ bin Muhammad SHAHROL HANAFI and my ID is 2025-425-136.
Hi, my name is FARHANA. My ID number 2026-129-233.
Hello, my name is ASHIKIN and my ID number is 2026-100-823.
Hi, my name is NATASYA. My ID number is 2026-119-895.
Hi, my name is NURIN and my metric number is 2026-122-301.
Good morning everyone. Today our team will be presenting planning and recruiting. In any corporate environment, human resources or HRP is not just an administrative task. It is a core strategic process used to meet business objectives and secure sustainable competitive advantage. At its core, HRP bridges the gap between where an organization stands today and where it aims to be tomorrow. It focuses in predicting the future, human resource needs, and aligning them with corporate goals. This strategic process operates through three main phases, which is forecasting, goal setting, and strategic planning, and program implementation evaluation. When an organization fails to plan, it leaves its daily operations highly to vulnerable, unpredictable labor shortages or costly surpluses, ultimately crippling over business performance.
Right, so looking back at the chaotic office problem we just saw earlier, it makes you think, right? Why do organizations actually care so much about this? Why should a company spend its hard-earned money and time on forecasting and planning its workforce? In business reality, there are three core reasons why human resource planning is critical to driving organizational performance. Number one, meeting business objectives and gaining a competitive advantage. HR planning compares our current workforce with future goals. This ensures we have the right people with the right skills to achieve corporate targets and beat competitors. Number two, accurately forecasting labor demand and supply. We cannot just guess our future needs. HR planning uses statistical trends to predict labor demand and tracks internal movement to avoid sudden operational disruptions when people quit. Number three, avoiding costly labor surpluses or shortages. Identifying staffing gaps early allows us to take action. We can manage a surplus through early retirement or fix a shortage using temporary workers, preventing team burnout. Ultimately, effective planning acts as a strategic buffer right before an organization jumps into actual employee selection and recruitment.
But hey, don't just take my word for it. Let's look at a real-world corporate meeting where leadership is pushing for expansion but the foundation isn't ready. Let's watch this scene.
After experiencing operational disruptions caused by a labor shortage, the management team decided to hold an emergency meeting. Their objective was to identify future workforce needs and prevent similar problems from happening again.
Look, Shikin, Irene, our new project in Puncak Alam is launching next month. Why are we wasting valuable time doing this complicated workforce planning? Can we just hire whoever walked through the front door?
Oh, sorry boss, but absolutely not. We cannot just hire blindly. If you do that, we risk hiring people who don't fit, which will completely destroy our workflow and project timeline.
Exactly, boss. Through HRP, we use forecasting method to identify our exact labor needs. Shikin and I use statistical method to look at historical trend based on leading indicators like sales growth and subjective judgment from expert when past data isn't available.
Yes, boss. We also analyze the internal labor supply using a transitional matrix to track job categories and see exactly who stays, who gets promoted, and who exits over time. This keeps our company prepared and saves us from wasting massive operational costs.
Ah, I see. Okay, you two convinced me completely. Let's make sure we plan properly before we hit a crisis.
Okay.
Moving on to corporate best practice, once an organization identifies a workforce imbalance, leadership must deploy the right strategic interventions. When dealing with a labor surplus, aggressive options such as downsizing, pay reductions, or demotions yield fast results but cause high employee suffering. A more sustainable, low-suffering approach involves natural attrition, hiring freeze, or structured early retirement package. On the flip side, when facing a labor shortage, the most effective high flexibility solutions include utilizing temporary professional, outsourcing non-core functions, or extending operational capacity via structural overtime. Beyond managing numbers, standard best practice require established personnel policies that govern how positions are filled. Firstly, internal versus external recruiting. It means prioritizing internal promotions to maximize retention and morale versus sourcing fresh external talent for innovation. Next is lead the market pay strategies, which is offering premium above market compensation package to seamlessly secure top-tier talent. Third is employment at will versus due process policies. It means establishing transparent appeal procedure for termination, which builds strong job security and makes organization highly attractive to top candidates. And lastly, social presence and reputation, which protecting and elevating the employer brand to naturally attract talent that aligns with the corporate culture. So, I will move to Tasha.
Thank you, Shikin. So, another crucial best practice is selecting the right recruitment sources to find candidate pools. Organization can use internal sources by recruiting through internal job posting. The advantage, applicants already know the company and have a realistic expectation, and the process is generally faster and cheaper. Next, external sources. This includes direct applicants and reference, online jobs board like LinkedIn and Indeed, public or private employment agencies, and campus recruitment programs. But how do HR managers measure if a recruitment source is actually effective? We evaluate them using two core metrics from our sites. The first one is yield ratio, the percentage of applicants who successfully move from one stage of hiring for the next one. The formula is yield ratio hires to applicants. Cost per hire, the total recruitment cost divided by number of actual hires. A low CPH indicates a highly efficient sources.
Now, once we identify our target talent pools, how do we actually get the best candidate to choose us over our competitors? This is where strategic requirement and judgment come into play. To turn a vacancy into a highly attractive choice, organization must deploy three highly actionable candidate adjustment strategy. Strategy 1. Deploying multidisciplinary requirement teams. Pairing an HR specialist with an line manager during interview immediately boosts recruiter credibility and addresses technical questions. Strategy 2. Designing a rapid candidate feedback loop. Establishing a strict 48 hours interview feedback service level agreement keep top-tier talent highly engaged while protecting our employer brand. Strategy 3. Implementing realistic job reviews. Honestly, presenting both the exciting opportunities and the daily challenges of the role align candidate expectation to prevent early turnover. Let's look at a live job interview to see how our team execute this exact engagement strategy in real life.
Once workforce needs have been identified, the next step is recruiting suitable candidates. Organizations must attract and engage qualified applicants through effective recruitment strategies and professional hiring practices.
Welcome, Tasha. Thank you so much for taking the time to meet us today. We were incredibly impressed by your professional portfolio and your past experience in project management.
Thank you so much, Miss Mi. I'm really excited to be here and I've been following your company's growth for a while and I'm really excited to contribute my skills for your upcoming Punca Alam project.
That's fantastic, Tasha. Since you mentioned the Punca Alam project, I want to be 100% transparent. While this position offers a great lead the market salary, our department gets incredibly busy at the end of every month, meaning occasional overtime is required. How do you feel about that?
Thank you so much, Miss Mi, for the upfront clarify. I faced similar monthly cycle in my previous role, so I'm used to fast-paced environments. I really appreciate knowing both rewards and the real challenges of the job before making it a commitment.
Perfect. We appreciate candidates who value transparency just as much as we do.
What this scene demonstrated just now is a realistic job preview, RJP, a strategy where recruiters intentionally share both the positive and challenging aspects of a role.
This upfront transparency aligns candidate expectations perfectly, build immediate trust, and drastically reduce early employee turnover.
In conclusion, planning and recruiting serve as a strategic backbone of successful human resource management. To ensure a long-term business growth and organizational performance, companies should adopt this key to improvement. Choose first, execute systematic forecasting, utilize trend analysis and transactional metrics to accurately predict labor supply and demand gaps. Secondly, align personnel policies with strategic goals. This is to ensure implement attractive guidelines like lead the marketplace due to process policies and to draw in premium talent. And then thirdly, incorporate realistic job reviews to ensure recruiters are warm, informative, and honest during interviews to build trust and minimize early resignation. And then lastly, regularly audit recruitment sources. Constantly monitor yield ratios and cost per hire to optimize the recruitment budget. By continuously improving these areas, companies can successfully develop skilled, loyal, and highly competitive workforce.
That's all from us. Thank you for watching.